Hi everyone. Grand Rising. New moon energy, huh? You scared them. Alright. I am here to do another collective reading. I figured I'd get a few in there before I got busy again. So, I'm being called to talk, to do a reading on, well, before we get into that, if you are watching collective readings, always come with a clear mind and a clear head. Use your intuition. If you are being called to watch a reading, watch it. Not all the messages in that reading could be for you, as it is a collective reading. But if the shoe fits, go on and put it on, like they say, right? If you find a size that fits, go ahead and wear it. We hold both masculine and feminine energies. If you are a feminine, you could be sitting in your masculine energy. And if I'm saying he, I could still be talking about you. Go ahead and flip the he, she role. But do not ever force the energy to fit, because you could be accepting that energy into your aura, into your frequency, and that is something that you don't want to do. All right, I said it in I did a reading recently about manipulation, about relationships, and I said in both those readings that the divine, the ancestors, have a way of sending you little messages, little innuendos. Not all the time. Sometimes, like I said, you gotta be listening with your spiritual ears, with your spidey senses, if I may say. And judging by the amount of views to the amount of likes, somebody definitely is minding somebody's business. So, I will go ahead and do a reading pertaining to what should I call this one? Should we just start? Dive right in? So anyways, like I said, the ancestors, they deliver little gems in memes and sayings that get your spidey senses, the little hairs on your arms to stand up. So the thing that was said was, the thing that I heard was, there was a judge. There was a judge being paid, being befriended, being pushed in the direction of the guilty party. We'll go with the guilty party. So that is what we will try to focus our reading on. Try to focus. And I know I've done 2 basically manipulation readings, relationship, cheating, manipulation, all kinds. They're all the same. They're all tying together, right? Because everything is connected. But we'll go from there. Personally, living in a small town, I have seen some things. In this town, we have everybody who thinks they know everybody. Those higher ups that are all connected in a way. Not at this party, Dasha. And people, you can't rule anywhere else, so you stay. Who have lived in this small town for so long that they play the anarchy. What is it called? Let me look it up. Let me get the right word for you. No. Monarchy. They act like they're part of a monarchy where they rule a certain way, where some people get in trouble and others don't, where some things happen to others and other families are safe. If they can control you, you're safe. If they can't, you are pretty much the bottom tier. So let's go with that. The Tower card is here. And when I tried to pull it out, the front card. So there is going to be a tower for the fraudulent party. So we'll see. We'll see what the spirits, what the ancestors, what the divine wants to talk about. All right, where are we going to start? Let's start. I'm going to start here. Late night call. Late night call. Usually late night calls are emergency calls or calls that you want to hide in the dark, in the night, when everyone is sleeping, when no one's truly paying attention. Usually they're with family, right? Late night calls. Give me some more on that. Something about a coworker and Mr. Charming, the gift of the gab. Somebody is working together to make something happen. Gift of the gab. Flirt. We could be talking about someone calling their third party late at night while the spouse is sleeping. Or we could be talking about somebody who is just doing lip service, who is promising things. Not at this party. Planting flowers. Planting seeds of deceit. Will flowers bloom or will... I didn't call you. So let's see. She hates me. Dierks Bentley. Somebody who drinks too much is going to be caught in the spider web. Caught in a web of stories, in a web of lies. Everything is connected. Will they be able to keep up with their stories? A circle has no ends. It goes round and round and round. And in a small town, it would seem that they keep things within the circle. But truly, some things are out of your hands, especially when the divine God, whatever you believe in, steps in. It is out of your hands, right? You just have to trust the process. That the truth will come out. The truth will hurt some parties. Actually, it usually hurts all parties. But it sure is freeing. She hates me. There is a DUI. So we have somebody who is drinking. Somebody probably... Somebody who is keeping up with the Joneses. Somebody who is trying to live a certain way. Be seen a certain way. Even possibly painting someone else in a different light so that they are seen a certain way. Was given the wrong advice. She hates me. Excuse me. God's will be done. DUI just tried to come back out again. There is text proof. There is electronical fingerprints that can prove that what I'm saying is the truth. Whatever scenario fits your role, Spirit says, drink more water. It's in the water. Cleanse your aura. Get near water. Cleanse your energy. Clear your mind. Get in nature. Ground. Because you always have a choice. If I'm talking to the judge in this, Abby Joe! Look at your phone.
What?
Just look at your phone.
Is it charging?
No. You always have a choice. Like I said, if I'm talking to the judge, if I'm talking to somebody who took the wrong advice, truth will set you free. Doing the right thing, always. You always have a choice before you aim. And, like I said in my last couple readings, every choice has an energetic cord. Do you want that energetic cord to attach to further karma? To either karma, good or bad? Mm-mm. 13:33 on the clock. Where do you want your intent to? Intent fills up your karmic debt the quickest. So what you're doing in life, the choices you make, the more you help one another, the more you choose to do the right thing, will attach, will help weigh the scales of Maya against a feather. You do the right thing, obviously you build up karmic debt that is positive. But if you do the wrong thing, if you choose to side with the wrong, then, like the divine said, the choice is always yours. Will you be trapped repeating over and over and over? Will you be trapped? Or will you be growing from a situation? Will you be a teacher that lights the way for many? Or will you keep somebody stuck in that mold, in that circle? Will you help others step on people to get to the top? Or will you put your hand down and help others up? It's not about what we collect in life, how many people we can hurt in life. It's about how many people we can help. There is room for all of us. Will we stay divided, or will we do what's right? Hi, honey. What are you doing? Oh, did you have a good lunch? Oh, goody. Oh, yeah, I haven't heard nothing back from them yet, but I'm doing a reading. Yeah. Well, baby, I love you too. Okay, I'll call you right after. Well, I'll wait for you to call me back after I call you back. Are you sure? Okay. I love you so much. Bye. Apparently my husband is on a break. And I see this card. It's okay to take breaks. You look like an angel. Worst way. I want you in the worst way. Well, things happen for you in the worst way. Eclipse it. Or them out. Are you going to close the situation? If you had the power to do what's right, would you? Because whatever you choose can't be undone. So sit with it. Sit with the energy. If you were paid, and if you were manipulated, paid, if you're friends with somebody and they asked you for a favor, or if somebody has blackmail, whatever the situation is, sit with the choice. I hope that you make the right choice, because whatever is attached to it can't be undone. If it is important, you will find a way. Do what's right. Follow your heart. Don't follow the money. Let the divine take care of the bullies, as I say. Don't you worry your pretty little head. Something about Thursday. And if there is a team, teamwork makes the dream work, they say. Feathers moving again. Listen to your angels. Get in nature. Sit with the energy. Natural disasters, Mayberry. It's in the music. Sit and listen to music. Listen to your favorite station, your favorite. Put it on shuffle. Don't play your favorite songs over and over and over. Put it on shuffle and get the messages. Sometimes those old songs, sure, they have new messages. But when you hear that random song, that, like I said, get your spidey senses going. There's a message in there. And it is divinely sent. The messengers, the ones that do collective readings, divinely sent. It's your chance to listen. Take the hints, take the perspectives, the words, as they are more than words. Something about you're not coming back. There's no coming back from a choice. Somebody roped, used people. Somebody stepped on people. Somebody used their friends, their acquaintances, people they knew, their positions. There is a group associated with one outcome. But were they divinely sent? What is the intent behind this? Where everything is black and white. Is it as simple as black and white? Is somebody shit-talking? Is somebody giving the bad advice? Bye-bye. Somebody has hazel eyes. Does somebody look you in the eye? Or can they look you in the eye? Do they want something swept under the rug? Are they all going up against a lone wolf? Sitting on the porch, sitting and watching. Spirit says, don't jump on the decision. If you accepted the money, give it back. There's always a way. Take a trip, not a power trip. Use your power for good. Not for hate, not for division, not for what's not right. We're going to do some tarot. We got the 10 of Cups. Pisces energy, Jupiter energy. It's also Thursday. Something either happened on a Thursday. Could be money was given on a Thursday. She talks about the future like she's flipping through a magazine. Money that was shared. Nobody was supposed to know about it. Right? That's what a bribe is. You're not supposed to, nobody's supposed to know. But there's always someone watching. Divine ancestors. There is somebody who is quick. Aquarius Libra energy. Oh, actually, it's air energy. Aquarius Libra energy. The Page of Swords. Someone who came in with new messages, clarity, got clarity from the messages. Every wall I built, she saw a canvas. We got the Judgment card. What will the judgment be? Libra energy. Will somebody say no? Will somebody be stuck in guilt and self-hate? An inner critic. Will somebody's inner voice win? Depression. Somebody be stuck in depression. Or will somebody take a chance and come back to reality? Come back to the truth. Upright, it's all these cups. But really, there's only one cup, one true path. The truth, right? Will somebody come back to the truth? Will somebody come back to what's right? And will their judgment also turn with it? Page of Swords. Somebody is coming in like a knight in shining armor to offer clarity. Witty clarity. Curiosity. Perspective. Twice. Or will you be stuck in the Ten of Swords energy? Who will have the Ten of Swords in their back? The one who receives the judgment for taking the bribe, for manipulation, the group. Or will it be the group, or will it be you that has the choice to make? Calm before the storm. Financial loss at the bottom of the deck. What I know now. If I would have known what I know now. Aries energy. Will there be celebration? Who will the celebration be for? Will there be enjoyment? If I would have known then what I know now, would you still choose the same? Would you be able to look at a situation with fresh eyes? Would you be able to look at the whole truth? Choice. Which will you choose? Two choices. Which will be yours? Which etheric cord does your choice attach to? Let's see. The first silver boat. If I would have known the first silver boat, it would have started up a war. Somebody is working with an old boss and a sister-in-law. And this is present energy. Somebody is also pregnant with child and living in a domestic violence situation. Or this person in business. If I would have known then what I know now. Domestic violence is, bless your heart, Megan Morney, you're picking me apart, is belittling, is mental, verbal, and physical abuse. Does somebody have a loud voice? Does somebody, bless your heart, does somebody self-appointed throne. Someone is throwing stones from a self-appointed throne. Somebody has a loud voice. And like I said, that first card that came out, you can't rule anywhere else. Somebody has lived in an area where they control many people. They sit in communal positions so that people see them in a different light. His smile, smiling faces tell lies. Loud voices, soft bite. They don't have the spiritual backing. They only have the voice. And they probably have some money to throw around. Bribery. Somebody stole a house. Will you remain small-minded to the fact that there is a divine, a spiritual realm that backs an individual? Or will you remain closed-minded and see what happens? The in-laws came out again. Something about somebody's in-laws. And they think that they have, or they probably do in a small town, have a monopoly on a situation, which means they control pieces on the board. They control the players. They control it all. Loud voice, soft bite. But nothing is more powerful than the divine. God, if I may say. You're wrong for what you did, and you know it. But you already made those that try to manipulate, those that monopolize on a community, in a community. You're wrong for what you do. And sometimes it takes a while for you to see that. Somebody is messing with cars. There is a breakup happening. This could be an actual celebrity or somebody that is well known. It could also be somebody whose persona takes a hit, takes a fall. Because somebody made a death wish. Somebody wanted someone to end or something to end at all costs. They didn't care who they had to manipulate, what they had to do, what wishes they had to do. If there was spell work, they didn't care. They didn't care. All over jealousy. Excuse me again. Alright, let's go to... There is going to be an energy shift. What side of the energy shift will you be on? 3, 4, 4. 3, 3, 4, 4, sorry. The wrong one, Spirit says. Because of the candle magic. That was the death wish that was made. The manipulation, whether it was bribery, lies, utilizing a position, utilizing friends. Everybody goes camping with everybody in this town. They know each other, they're neighbors. It's a square mile town. There will be delays in a situation. And somebody will have a dry mouth. Somebody will have nothing to say after the delays happen. Because the truth is coming out. And whatever was done even if it was a sexual trade. Whatever was done will come out. The truth. That came out with the truth. Nose is running yet again. Alright. We're going to get a couple of these with names. We'll see if the names come out. Well, they usually do. And then we'll go from there. My nose is running again. Oh. Amanda. Bobby. Larson. Something weird is about to happen. There's something weird in the energy. Sanborn. Liani. Marcus. An accountant. Mohano. And someone is still suffering from childhood wounds, which means what you went through in life, what you went through as a child, does not give you the right to hurt others. There is going to be a balance in the situation. My body will tell you who did it. Somebody has a new perspective. Questions yet? Does anybody have any questions on a situation? You can leave it in the comments. Questions on the evidence that was submitted. Question everything, even if it is your best friend submitting the evidence. Look at every piece. Make sure every I is dotted, every T is crossed. You'd be surprised. Homer, you are awesome. Grandpa gonna get them. This came out in one of the first readings that I did this week. Someone's grandpa thinks that they are awesome. Palmer. Somebody is highly protected in the spiritual realm. So just remember, watch the signs. Howard. Something about a tennis player. Trying to trap a person in a situation. Trying to manipulate a person so a person feels trapped. There are many ways to take that card. Leticia and Val. More from this. Somebody already knows. Anderson. It fell, so I'll just give that card out. It's a lot. Something about a property manager. There is a property manager involved, and you already know. Probably watch the videos. Brian is what I'm hearing. Could be somebody named Brian involved in the situation. A family that prays, not praise. So there is a whole family, a group. Because family can be taken many ways. The family you were born with, or the family that you create, with friendships and stuff like that. You're supposed to pray together, not prey on people together. Felony. What somebody is doing could be a felony charge. Taking bribes could be a felony charge. Giving bribes could be a felony charge. Don't date her or him. Telling somebody not to interact with somebody. Telling somebody not to make a judgment toward an individual. Any way you manipulate a situation. And if we are actually talking about court and stuff like that, any kind of manipulation. There is a bank teller involved in a situation. Honda. Somebody with a demon attachment. Ariel lost her voice too. But she got it back. She got it back 3 times. Not her voice, but what she gave up, what she lost after the lesson was learned. Was there a contract? Roger, Twin Flame, and Heather. Ziegler. Get out of the way. Somebody's ancestors is telling them to get out of the way. Disassociate yourself from the karma, from the tower. Because when you put yourself in a situation or you try to help somebody that is going through karma, when you try to put judgment or attach yourself in any kind of way that is going through karma, you never know what somebody's going through, if it's karma or if it's just their season of a storm. Get out of the way. You do not want to attach yourself to a tower, to a situation, if it is negative karma, because then the negative karma becomes yours. Right? Did somebody cry wolf in a situation and you believe them? Somebody with carrying too many burdens. The 10 of Wands. Did somebody have plans? Because if you had plans, they're about to be canceled. Death, not murder. Alright, we're going to get 4422. If you're seeing repetitive numbers, if you are, quit entertaining fear. They are speaking nonsense. The only power that somebody has over you is not truth, is lies, is manipulation. And their power is nothing against the divine God. Natasha? Delaware Ramos, Zane. karmic shakeup. Get out of the way. Hopefully that this doesn't happen. Energy is fluid. I know we are in summer break. Get out of the way. When the divine is trying to take aim. She saw past and loved still. Does it belong to you? Spirit wants to know. Does it belong to you? Uncover the truth before you make a decision. G. Henry. Azrael. Sean. Sometimes I tell bits of a story to close friends. I'm going to say that's enough of these cards because I'm going to get some of the letter cards and then we're going to go from there. If you are in a situation where you are being asked for a favor, to do a favor, and you know that that favor leans toward the wrong side of the law, wrong side of poor judgment, do what's right. You already know if somebody has to bribe you in a situation, it's not the right way. Right? Yes. Reasons. I'm hearing reasons. Reasons. Redirect your attention. You see. Perspective. Look at the evidence. If we are talking about a relationship, a third party, look at the signs. Throwing stones from a self-appointed throne. Look at who is talking. He who laughs last, laughs the loudest. Will it be a fail? And the karmic comes straight through to your glass. Bless your heart. Megan Maroney, God is hard. Listen to the song. It's in the music. Spirit said. Music. Enough said. 48:55 on the clock. Y'all have the day you deserve. There will be a balancing of the scales. Do what's right. Be kind. Help one another. Don't use one another. Have a great day.